Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this, this is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Split backs here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll run the counter. Running to Green. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a great job there by the defense.
A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside, it's Lacey. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, they're after him. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
You just got to
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Rebels are flying down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Haas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Running inside, it's Lacey. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got his man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off play action. He'll get rid of it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
How about that?
I like it, bro. I like it. I don't like playing Road to Glory because you can't play with your playbook, but I like it. I'm trying to get these adjustments down in these custom macros.
Keeping it on the ground inside.
But I like it, though. I like it.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. 11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Oh, shit.
And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted.
Yeah, maybe Georgia I'm gonna get one of the top 10. I'm gonna get a top 5 team.
Coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that's why I'm trying out Doug.
Defense makes a 4th down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game. You're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs.
I think Texas gonna go first, so.
But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Might get Bama, I don't know.
Looking to pass, it's Stockton. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Hey, Pound, it's a lot of good teams, though. It's a lot of good teams, man.
Ground on 2nd down.
You got a top 10 pick, you're going to get a good team.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there.
I know what team you want. I know what team you want, bro.
Into that rotation, though, because he's got those types
I think you want Texas A&M. Them boys got gas, boy.
Versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot.
Pounds, I can see you playing with Texas A&M.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he picks up the first.
See, the only thing I don't like about playing online is you can't use your playbook you want. You got to use a random playbook.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
The game plays smooth, though.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Yeah, I can see you playing with Texas A&M. No lie. I thought about taking them. I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking about taking them. I'm not trying to compete with the Texas pipeline. Texas got a good pipeline. Texas gonna take all the recruits.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you've got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage.
Just running all over the place.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass.
Oh, shit.
Going for it all.
Oh, shit.
And that's
he
going
missed.
to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second.
Let's see if this macro works.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive.
See that? I set that macro right there. Them boys playing like glue.
You can tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something.
I don't know, man. Georgia playing nice.
You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for them.
Out of the, maybe some room here. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it up to 33.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him.
There he goes. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Running the red zone. It's Frazier. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Trying to impose their will with the...
Oh, no, you know he did. I know he did.
Great play by the defense. With their backs against the wall, they create the fumble and then jump on it in their own end zone for the touchback.
That's wild.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. DB's right up on the receivers. The run inside. It's Lacey. Tripped up at the...
No, he did falling on the 1-yard line like that.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the full early in this game, and let's just get him into a run.
Really good coverage by this defense. It's hard to play that slant route. These big bodies, wide receivers that are coming in, it's a timing throw with the quarterback, but nice job getting his hands on the receiver, making it hard for him to catch it and batting the football down.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense because you're thinking with this quarterback and his side.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Damn.
Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the counter. Runs through a tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake.
Could have been a pig, bro.
Incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Right on the money. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had...
And he makes the catch inside the 20, ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Bulldog! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, and get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
I only even got 10 games yet. Got at least 20 before the season starts.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw.
All you want to do is run for quarterback, bro.
Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The play-action fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Motion from the wide receiver.
Georgia, bro.
He doesn't find much running room.
Georgia not going for this.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. It's caught.
Ooh,
Still
shit.
on his feet at the 45. He's loose.
Shit.
He's at the touchdown, Rebels. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover.
Yeah, that's smart right there. That's very, very smart, bro.
Anybody had onside kick in the second quarter.
That was very, very smart right there.
Trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
That was very, very smart right there.
Here's a give to Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Ocean from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Takes a hit as he fires. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it still, though. It didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Get him back go right here. See if I can get him back go.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down.
Good field back.
Is incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second half.
On the draw, it's Frazier. Got a little grass. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And this one is perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime.
And these guys long. Oh. Get this shit over with. Let me see what's going on. 30 minutes. Oh.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane. And
that clock going so slow.
5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more.
Oh, he's got some space.
Man, Georgia boy, that O-line.
He's at the 40.
That O-line, boy.
Touchdown, Georgia.
That O-line is crazy.
From the defense, and they couldn't catch it. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline.
All right, let's draw this shit up, man.
And being knocked down at the 11.
I got that on. Good. Good.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points. The defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go. But you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll run play action. On the move to his left. He'll throw it. Grab on the left. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I'm just practicing some shit now.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Could be an alley. They knocked it down after an explosive play, and it was all because of the perfectly timed pitch.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Finds his man. It's Lacey. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Pressure coming. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Snaps it in the shotgun. Quarterback adapted. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And they tacked on the extra point. They've got it to a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the 3rd quarter. That's why they called him that.
This is a ball, bro.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always harder when to pull the
Get
trigger,
this shit
when to
over
be
with.
aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Handoff for Frazier.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Frazier again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give, running right, it's Frazier. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's a give to Frazier. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the fourth quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
In the red area, it's Frazier.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
On third down, here's Frazier. And he's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4. It'll be first and goal. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Rebels. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. They'll go to the air. Under fire. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Handoff for Frazier. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
It's caught downfield.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good...
He'll take a deep shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Caught over the middle. It's Gill.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On third down, here's Frazier. There's some room. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go.